that I'm complaining about my room or anything, Ione, but, I just figured that seeing as Miriam is
You want to get that
now,
stove and turn it off for me, please, honey?
Well, seeing as Miriam is leaving, that I might be
Well, now,
able
how's
to
the
have
punch
her...
going?
Well, I don't know. It just doesn't taste quite right. I mean, I dumped everything in it like you told me to.
Ione, I thought that I could have her room because at least the view, you get to see the driveway. All I see is a brick wall.
Well, just
room.
a Scotch malt pineapple juice should do the trick.
Ah.
Now, did you get that ice cream?
Yeah, strawberry banana, her favorite. She can never get enough of that stuff.
You or her?
Hey, can I help it if she's crazy about the same flavor I am?
Ione, yes or no? What do you think?
Well, now, Nancy, there's plenty of time to decide who gets that room. Now, don't you want to help us here? Don't you want to make things kind of special for Miriam's going away?
Room service has finally arrived.
Lance!
Well, time no see, baby. But you didn't expect to find me on the other side of a $100 bill, did you? Huh? Still don't believe it's me, huh? Come on. Hand me over your half of the 100. We'll compare serial numbers. Come on, man. Well, this one says D159546388A. And this one says D159546388A. It's your lucky day.
How did you ever get out?
Don't you want to know what the grand prize is? No, I mean, besides the $100 bill.
Not really.
My parole was a little sooner than they expected.
So you broke out, huh?
Well, I just need to stretch my legs a little bit, you know? I got a little crampy in there. Aren't you impressed?
No.
Come on, honey. How's your business?
What business?
Only business you know. What stable you make an A in these days?
Nobody's.
Nobody's. You mean you're walking the streets without a chaperone? You know better than that.
I'm not working, period. I gave up prostitution.
My, we're getting fancy, aren't we? Is that why you're so chunky?
That's not a joke, Lance. Look, I moved into a foster home, and I'm going to Kingsley High and the whole bit.
Well, we got Miss Teenage America. Now tell me something. How come you came here? Do you think you're going to do half of your homework and pick up the other half of the $100 bill?
I was curious.
Yes, you're curious. You're very curious. That's good. No. It's all right. You're going to earn it. But you're not going to earn it that way. Not yet, anyway.
What do you want?
Well, it's very simple. I got a teeny-weeny little job for you, okay? It's going to be like you playing the part of a shopping girl for me.
Look, I don't want to get involved, whatever it is.
Look, you're going to get involved, whether you like it or not. Now, I'm going to get a little reunion together. I want you to do that for me. You understand? A little get-together. It's with an old friend of ours. I want you to find out where Russ Weaver is, okay?
I think I'm losing my mind.
Thank you. I bet it doesn't have anything to do with the biology test, does
Biology, a little chemistry, and a girl.
What's her name?
Courtney Carpenter.
Carpenter?
Mm-hmm. She's new. She's Chicago. She started at Kingsley in September. Charles Carpenter's niece.
His niece, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the problem?
No, not so much him as her fiance.
Peter? That's pretty heavy duty.
Well, it gets a lot better. Okay, she has a mother that's very ill and it's draining her father's In comes the fiance, Vaughn, who is the solution. His family's in the Fortune 500 list or something. Gil, I can't let her do it.
Now hold it, Peter. Listen. If my experience has taught me anything, you can't get too deep into these things.
Gil, I love her. And she loves me. She told me.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Boy, it has been a long time no see between the two of us, hasn't it? The last time we talked about your love life, you were still suffering over Vicky Lang.
No, please, there's no comparison. Except maybe I was running down the aisle to marry Vicky, and now Courtney's running down the aisle to marry Vaughn.
And she loves you.
Well, that's why I'm here. She's running away from our relationship. She's avoiding me. That's why I'm here.
Here?
Yeah.
May I take your order, sir?
No, not now. Give us a few minutes, okay?
Fine.
What do you mean here?
Well, she used to go to the huddle, but I was usually there, and now she comes here for lunch every day.
Oh, head her off at the pass routine, huh?
I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I want to see her.
Listen, Peter, I know. Seeing her once a day just isn't gonna cut it. Believe me, I know.
It's better than not seeing her at all. What am I gonna do? I sure can't afford to pay off her mother's sanitarium bills.
Her mother. That's a thought. Look, it's always a good idea for a guy to get his girlfriend's mother on his side. Why don't you go talk to her?
Oh, Miriam, you're just gonna have to take Babs on the executive suite tour like you did me.
Yeah, Ms. Big Shot, when do I get to see this place?
Well, whenever you want to. Really.
Gee whiz.
Nancy, you want to come along too?
Oh, well, I don't think so.
All of those pretty models, Nancy? Boy, you should see it. They're all over the place.
Eric, I think it is time for you to go upstairs and wash up or something. We'll be eating pretty soon.
Okay, Mom. That kid is growing up too fast. I mean, did you get all the stuff about the pretty models?
Oh, yes.
Miriam, I've got a great idea. Suppose we all go over after dinner. I mean, that Model Associates is a pretty big outfit, and there's more of that place I'd like to see myself.
That'd be great. Be fine with me if it's all right with everybody else.
Oh, shoot, I can't. I told Harold I'd go to a movie with him. Did you see what he bought me this morning?
What?
Come here, I'm going to show you. Nancy and Ione have already seen it.
What on earth can it be?
Oh, you won't believe this. Look at this.
Oh, it's
Isn't
beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? You just got it for me this morning.
It really is. Is this your birthday?
No, it's no special occasion. That's what makes it so neat. He saw it in the store and thought I'd like it and bought it for me.
Oh, he just bought it for you. There's no reason at all, huh?
Oh, except that he was thinking about me.
Yeah. I would say that you must be pretty heavy on his mind these days.
There's hope yet.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, no, really, I just owe him more than all the gold in Fort Knox. I mean, if it wasn't for him and Ione, I'd still be walking the streets or worse yet, hooked up with somebody like Ronnie Washington or Lance again.
You haven't heard yet.
Heard what?
Babs. Lance has escaped from prison.
I don't believe you.
Well, believe me, it is true. Sergeant Brubaker told me himself, and he said they have no idea where he is.
Well, I'm through running from him. I'm not going to run from him anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't want to either. But just in case, Sergeant Brubaker promised to have his men keep an eye on this place.
I'm not budging from Kingsley until I see Weaver.
And you are still crazy, you know that?
Shut up! I'll sharpen this knife right on your tongue.
How am I supposed to know where Russ is? I mean, he wouldn't exactly send me a postcard, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about that. But I do think he's sweet on you.
Well, what are you driving at?
Listen, he was supposed to beat you up last time, black and blue. He couldn't do it. Now, I wonder why that was.
He was allergic to beating me up for no reason.
Maybe. Maybe. In any case, I think he's still in town here. He's probably at his townhouse. He doesn't have any reason to be afraid of me because he thinks I'm in prison. He will get a big surprise out of this, though, don't you think?
Didn't anybody ever tell you you carry a grudge too far?
No, not lately.
Well, maybe somebody should. I mean, if I were you, I'd start running, and I'd keep running before somebody set the bloodhounds after me.
Listen, you don't worry about me. I'll take care of the dogs on my own. Anyway, they can't pick up my scent. I'm too smart for them.
It's not because you don't smell.
Listen, honey, the only odor I got is green. And I got it all over me. Now, if you're a good little girl, you can pick up some of this.
Oh, you're fresh out of the cell and you're loaded?
You just made $100 off me, didn't you?
Well, you could have picked that much from someone's pocket on the way up to the room.
That's right, but I didn't have to. You know why? Because I ran into the tooth fairy on the way. What do you say? You want to make 100?
I need the money up front. I want to see it.
That's what I like about you, Paula. You're all trust. Now, see? I'm square with you.
Lance!
No. First, you find Weaver. Then you get the other half of this. Just like the first time.
Thank you.
There's something you don't understand. Courtney's mother has Alzheimer's disease.
Well, that doesn't mean that you still can't go up there and talk to her.
Yeah, well, she sort of pops in and out every once in a while. I mean, so I go up to Lake Forest and I plead my case. How am I going to know she's going to remember to tell Courtney?
I still think it's your best bet. I mean, how are you gonna know until you try? I'll lend you the money. Look, you've always made a good impression on parents and teachers and Boy Scout leaders.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Hey. Sure.
Courtney? She's cute.
She's beautiful. She's got brains, too.
Listen, Peter, if there's anything that I've learned with this whole mess with Stacy, if you have feelings and they're real, don't ever give them up, because you'll never get them back, no matter how hard you try.
Thanks.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Harold, come here. Now, I've been meaning to talk to you about the lease for this new apartment that I'm getting, and wonder if you had some...
Look, Ione, why don't you and Babs go on inside and I'll take care of this,
Oh,
okay?
no, Nancy, you don't have to do
No,
this.
that's all right. I'd like to. Really, I would.
Well, if you want to.
Yeah, I do.
Well, now, you know where everything is, don't you?
Uh-huh, sure.
Okay.
You didn't think it was funny either?
Well, sort of.
You're still kind of bothered about Miriam's new apartment and job, aren't you?
Yeah, okay, I am. Why shouldn't I be? She gets everything.
Well, I mean, it wasn't given to her on a silver platter. I mean, not this time. She was out there pounding the streets looking for work for a couple of months.
Yeah, so was I. Only difference is she strikes oil and I don't. Story of my life. But I'm not blaming Miriam for that.
You know, Nancy, you're going to be all right. Just as soon as you get your...
Would you bring out the napkins and give the napkins out to everybody, and I'll take care of the ice cream, okay?
Yeah.
Peter, what are you doing here?
Having lunch. So you're gonna elope with Vaughn.
Who have you been talking to?
Certainly wasn't you. We can fix that.
Don't interfere, not now.
Why, are you getting married tomorrow?
I don't have the energy to explain this to you again. I keep having to tell you.
And I keep having to tell you you're throwing away the only thing you have, and that's time. Come on, Courtney, you got 4 years before you have to marry
You
Vaughn.
mean 4 years to live with the inevitable? Dragging out this engagement? I'd just as soon get it over with now.
Get it over with? You call having a kid getting it over with? Miriam told me you want to rush into that, too.
I see. And what else did Miriam tell you?
Well, nothing that tells me you know what you're doing. You don't love him. How can you have this child?
I will learn to love him. And you already know exactly what I'm doing.
And what you think you're doing. You think you're doing it for your family. Yeah, well, that's real unselfish, but it's a wrong move.
This is not a question of right or wrong. This is a matter of what has to be done. And Peter, I'm going to do it so that everybody's feelings in this
Oh,
met.
feelings? Whose feelings? Vaughn's? Your mother's? Your father's? Well, certainly not mine and yours. Courtney, I love you. And you love me. Now, when are you gonna admit that? Before you make the biggest mistake of your entire life. Please. Stay here, finish school. Things are gonna change.
Things are not going to change, Peter. You are just going to have to accept this like I have. I'm marrying Vaughn.
Courtney, please listen to me.
I am marrying Vaughn. And the sooner that I do, the easier it's going to be for me. For you too.
Miriam, I don't think you need a bit of legal advice from me. You just go ahead and sign that lease. You did a good job negotiating all on your own.
Well, thank you, Harold. That makes me feel great. But I had just wanted to make certain that I wasn't getting in over my head or anything with, you know, all the new things with the apartment.
You know, Mom, with a swimming pool and a tennis court and an arcade, I think I could learn to like it there.
Yeah, I think I could learn to like it too, and you better get used to be ringing your doorbell right
Oh, well,
now.
good. Anytime, because with my new job and everything, I don't think I'll have time to visit with the neighbors. And we could get real lonely over there.
Well, now, if you do, you know what you can do. You can come right back here.
It's a deal.
You know, I think I'm gonna go see what's taking Nancy so long with the ice cream.
He's a good boy, Miriam. You know, I never thought that I would see the day that you'd be taking on this kind of responsibility and everything.
Well, neither did I, if you want to know the truth.
Well, it's really amazing how initial impressions just don't seem to hold water later on.
That's right, you can't always judge a book by its cover. Hey, isn't that a proverb I own?
No, it's a cliche.
Well, whatever, Harold, what she said is true. We just shouldn't judge people by first impressions. I mean, if each of us did that all the time, you know, what would it be?
Well, we all wouldn't be here together, that's for certain.
Judge not, so ye be not judged. I think that's the way the Lord would probably put it.
Oh, when you put it that way, I think I better let Babs have her cliche back.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Okay, dig in, everybody. Here you go, Miriam. You have first, seeing as we will be missing you. Thank you. It's your favorite, perhaps?
thank you.
Thanks, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You get one.
Harold, come here.
Oh, no, Babs, look, please, I promise you I'll do 10 extra miles on the exercise bike. Just let me eat a little bit of ice cream.
I didn't bring you over here to keep you out of the ice cream. I wanted to
Good.
warn you about Lance.
Well, Lance, what brought him up?
Well, Brubaker told Miriam this morning that he's escaped and they're looking for him.
From maximum security? How did he get out?
Well, nothing surprises me. He probably just slid under the weather stripping.
You gotta be careful.
Look, I am not afraid of him anymore.
You still gotta take precautions. And I gotta talk to Russ. I gotta warn him if anybody needs to be cautious, he does.
Maybe I should leave.
Peter, please. Couldn't you try to understand? Can't we part as friends?
Hey, I'd love to. I'd love to if you'd promise me that you're using your own reasoning.
My reasoning is that I know I can make the best of a bad situation if I work at it.
How's that?
Can't you understand that?
Yeah, I understand you becoming a zombie for your father's wishes.
That's your point of view.
Then what about your father?
You leave him out of this.
Maybe he's the problem.
You have no idea the suffering that he's been through. His pain of taking care of my mom it's just as bad as her illness.
Well, if he's the man you say he is, why is he letting you go through with
You
this?
stop it. What can I do to make you understand? I cannot fight this marriage to Vaughn because I love my parents too much. And I don't want to see what's left of their lives ruined because of my selfish needs.
If I'm a selfish need, maybe they should know about it.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Stay out of this, Peter.
Maybe they should hear their needs are more selfish than yours.
In a few weeks, I am going to be Mrs. Vaughn's son.
was no name, Lance. I checked.
How about the mailbox? Were you smart enough to check that?
There was no name. Look, what do you want me to do? Knock on every door and ask for Russ Weaver?
Shut up. I want you to get the job done. Now, how about the phone book? Did you look in there?
No Russ Weaver. The information said his number was unlisted.
Unlisted. Why didn't you tell me that in the first place, bird brain? That means he's still around
Why
here.
don't you just give me my money so I can get out of here?
No, I'm not going to give you a cent until you lay eyes on Weaver. You understand?
What?
Oh, come on. You're going to get back out on the street, and I want you to look for him this time.
Where? I already looked in his townhouse.
All right, you hit the Castaway Bar. That's where he likes to hang out.
Then what if he isn't there?
Then you find him. And you come back to me. I'll be down at the harbor.
All the way down there.
That's right, just shut up. I'm going to be at Darkins Pier. Okay? I'll be in an old, rusty cabin cruiser. Don't you come back until you know exactly where he is.